Evening and welcome to Sports Central on EzeSportsTV. My name is Kester and I have Harris with me as usual to talk sports, football. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Kesta. It's always a pleasure to talk sports, especially the Champions League finals.
Yeah, of course, we are here to talk the Champions League final between Liverpool and Real Madrid. What a game we have in our hand today, right there in Paris. Liverpool is going for their seventh title in the UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid, the record holders, of course, they want to add to what they have already, going for their 14th title in the UEFA Champions League. What a game you have. It's one or two of the best clubs in the world. Liverpool, yeah, the quadruple is over for them, but they have done so well this season. I mean, winning the cup titles in England, of course, they were also within 1 point of winning the league, of course, losing that one against Manchester City. And they have a chance also to win the treble today, Harrison, against Real Madrid. Real Madrid side also that have won their league and also going for a double as far as this season is concerned. It will be their 14th title if they go ahead to win. And then, of course, for Liverpool, it will be their 7th title. What a game we have in our hand, Harrison.
Of course, the UEFA Champions League, I mean, the most watched football, club football competition in the whole world. And, you know, considering the caliber of the teams in the finals, Liverpool, a 6-time champions, Real Madrid, a 13 times champions, both going for their 7th and 14th title respectively. You look at the players on the side, world-class players, world-class coaches. Of course, I mean, it's always nice. It comes with a lot of buzz, you know, coming into a fixture like this, you know, to watch the UEFA Champions League finals. You don't know what to expect. It's not the kind of game that you can easily predict. It's not the kind of game that you can easily side to a team because of how superior they are over the other. I mean, these are two good sides that on their day they can actually win this tie against anybody.
I mean, a lot of things to talk about, but let's start with Liverpool. I mean, with a lot of consideration on their side. A lot of people believe they have all it takes and stand a better chance of winning today's match against Real Madrid, considering how they have performed this season. I mean, they've lost only 2 games, I think, all season. 3 games all season. I mean, they've lost fewer games than in all season that Real Madrid have lost only in the Champions League. I mean, you only consider their form, how they have played this season, almost winning everything. If they have gone ahead to win that league on the last day of the Premier League, it would have placed them in a position to go for quadruple today, something we've never seen before. They lost that one, just 1 point behind Manchester City. But you can talk about how Liverpool have performed this season. Now you say they deserve to be where they are today, with the coach, the players, and everything that have been able to achieve. I mean, what do you think about this Liverpool side?
I mean, you look at this Liverpool side, their performance since the beginning of the season. I mean, they've lost in over 64 matches. They've lost just 3, 2 in the league, 1 in the Champions League, none in the FA Cup, none in the Carabao Cup. I mean, that shows you how good this side is. I mean, not a lot of team can actually go 64 games all season, you know, not to talk of them losing just 3 games in all those particular fixtures. Liverpool has been exceptional. Liverpool has been fantastic all season. There is a reason why for the majority of this year, everybody have talked about Liverpool going for the quadruple. It didn't look possible at all from the time, but they went on to win the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, losing the league on the last day, just 1 point behind Manchester City. Today they have a chance to win in treble. I mean, yeah, we talked about the quadruple, but nobody's going to fault them for not winning the quadruple. If they win the Champions League tonight, it's going to be a treble, and they will be celebrated just like every other team in Europe that have actually won the treble. You're looking at this Liverpool side, they've actually performed so well, from the defense, from the goalkeeper Alisson, from the midfield Thiago and Fabinho, and of course the captain Henderson, Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, and of course the addition of Diaz in the January transfer window kind of changed the team, changed a whole lot about Liverpool. You look at Liverpool, you think they deserve everything this season. They've actually performed so well to be where they are today.
Of course they do, and but you can talk about the Manchester City side also. I mean, the best team as far as some people are concerned in the world. Yeah, they didn't make it to the final of the Champions League, losing to the people Liverpool will be facing today. I mean, you know, what do you think about that Real Madrid side? Of course, Manchester City did everything right in the league, in the Premier League, and stopped Liverpool from winning the league. It shows the kind of team they are. And then they lost to this Real Madrid side that Liverpool will be facing today. And you can talk about Real Madrid and the way they played themselves into the final of this particular competition this season, beating PSG on their way, beating Chelsea on their way, beating Manchester City, a team a lot of people believe to be the best team in the way they play football and all that. I mean, Real Madrid with experience on the side and a lot of players that have been here before winning this particular trophy and all that on a number of occasions with a very experienced coach in Carlo Ancelotti, who is going for his 4th title as a coach and his 2nd for Real Madrid. I mean, what do you think about this Real Madrid side? Already won the La Liga title with the form of the players, Karim Benzema and all those players around the pitch, Luka Modric and all that. I mean, how do you see them performing today?
I mean, Real Madrid all season they've been fantastic as far as the league is concerned. You know, when going on to win your league shows how good you are as a team, because the league is not like the Champions League where you just have to play 13 games and win. It's a marathon. You're playing 38 games. And for you to play 38 games against 19 opponents, and of course going on to win the league shows how good you are as a side. Real Madrid actually performed so well all season. Yeah, you can actually talk about how they performed in the Champions League, coming from behind a couple of times, especially in the whole knockout phases where they came from behind to win PSG. After winning the first leg against Chelsea, you know, falling behind right there at the Bernabeu, and also, you know, fighting back to take the game to the extra time and eventually winning that one against the Manchester City side. I don't think Manchester City are the best team in the world. I mean, you need to actually, you know, perform at the highest level, win the highest titles to actually be considered to be the best team in the world. And as far as I'm concerned, Manchester City hasn't done that yet. To me, they're not the best team in the world, but they're one of the best teams in the world. And you know, in that particular fixture, everybody thought it is going to be a Manchester City game to lose. I mean, especially after winning the first tie 1-0 and also going 1-0 up right there at the Bernabeu in the 70th minute. I mean, you would think it's all over, but Real Madrid showing who they are. I mean, with worth of experience, they have players who've actually won this title 4 times each. I mean, you can count Karim Benzema, Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Casemiro, David Alaba is one with Bayern Munich twice. Of course, there's Mr. Marcelo, there's Carvajal, a lot of experienced players in that team. I mean, you can actually see Manchester City were the better side on paper, but on the day, Real Madrid were the better side, and they went on to, you know, win that tie. Coming into this game, you can't write them off. They are one of the best teams in the whole world. As far as this competition is concerned, they are the most successful team in this Champions League competition. Liverpool are a very good side, currently playing their best football, but at the same time, you cannot write Real Madrid off. I mean, there's a reason why they're in the finals.
Yeah, there's a reason why in the final beating the Manchester City side that I consider the best team in the world. I mean, if you can win the best league in the world back to back and 4 times in 5 years, you should be the best team in the world. But we are going to dwell on that today. I mean, this is the game we are facing today, Real Madrid against Liverpool. Where do you think the match will be won? I mean, you talk about the players that these sides have. Liverpool with the form of Mane, who seems to be the one that have pushed this team to this place, the place where they are right now, and in combination of Salah. As a matter of fact, Salah plays so well for them, you know, scoring the goals here and there for them. And then the defense line of Van Dijk with the players he has to play with him in Matip and Konate and all that. I mean, this Liverpool side is endowed with a lot of quality players. Also talk about the midfield with Jordan Henderson, of course. Fabinho is there. Thiago, who seems to have come back to form, to the Thiago we know all the way from Barcelona to Bayern Munich and all that. What a game we have in our hand, from the Liverpool perspective. Who do you think is going to be, doing for them today?
I mean, the usual suspects. I mean, Virgil van Dijk will always be there to coordinate the defense. And Henderson is always right there running around the midfield, trying to draw Fabinho and, of course, Thiago Alcantara together. And up front, I mean, Sadio Mane might be the man at the middle. Jurgen Klopp has actually preferred to play him at the middle, especially since January down to the end of the season. But we've seen that it all revolves around Mo Salah, creating the chances for either Diaz or Sadio Mane to score the goal. As far as the Liverpool is concerned this season, he has the highest assist for them in the Champions League. He has the highest goal for them as well in the Champions League. We've seen teams, trying to do man marking for Mo Salah, putting 2 or 3 players to mark him in the game. But even in the midst of that, we've seen Mo Salah finding a way to create chances for his teammates. I think generally Liverpool, they have a very good side. Arnold from the right, and of course Robertson from the left. I mean, you can't talk from this side and say this is where they're going to win. The team is actually too good. I mean, if they bring their A game today, it is their day. Trust me.
Talked about Mo Salah. I mean, he has talked about fancying a chance against Real Madrid and prefer to play them more than Manchester City. He's actually happy that there's a chance for him to play against Real Madrid in today's final. Also considering the fact that he was injured the last time both sides met in the Champions League final, with Real Madrid going ahead to win that one. I mean, the circumstances, he left the pitch, being injured by Ramos and all that. He has talked about today being a time for him to kind of revenge that particular loss for Liverpool against Real Madrid. I mean, do you think that puts him in a kind of pressure to perform today, or do you think he's actually up to to prove something today against a big side like Real Madrid?
Well, the Mo Salah we've all known is actually a big game player. We've seen Salah stepping up in big matches more than he does in the game you expect him to score a hat-trick. And sometimes Salah can go missing in just some of these games. You expect him to, rack in a lot of goals or assists, and then in the next game that is against a very tough opponent, you see Mo Salah stepping up, either scoring the goal or creating the chances for his teammate to score. Yes, we all know about his history with Real Madrid in that particular final. He felt that if he was in that team, Liverpool might have as well, gone on to win that particular one. It's a night for him to do the Mo Salah thing and get a revenge. I mean, we've never seen Mo Salah under pressure in big games. He's mostly a big game player. We've seen that over and over again. I mean, the whole bragging thing can actually come back to haunt him. It can also, be a blessing for him that if things go his way. But talking about this fixture and what he has said, Mo Salah is a big game player and he has all it takes to tackle this game today.
I mean, we are proud to talk about these players, the African players, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, of course, Keita is also there in Liverpool, and also Joe Matip in the defense line for Liverpool. These are African stars that will be involved in today's game, and of course, we wish them the best. But for Real Madrid also, they have a very experienced side. They have been here before. I mean, some of their senior players have been here, for a number of occasions, and it has always been, come out from the side of winning the title. It will be their 14th title if they go ahead to win today. I mean, we had this Real Madrid also, winning it. Of course, Karim Benzema is the leader of that side with the goals and what he has been able to do for the side this season. Always, pushing them even when they seem not to know what to do. You just see Benzema from nowhere with his combination of Vinicius Junior, who have also impressed so well this season. As well as Rodrigo always come from the bench, the Cavaminga from the bench always coming in, a teenager as a matter of fact, always coming in, to change the game for Real Madrid when they find it difficult to open up their opponents. I mean, we had this Real Madrid winning today's game, talking about the kind of players they have in their ranks.
I mean, you're talking about Real Madrid, a team that currently has about over 15 players that have actually won the player. You look at this Real Madrid team, they have over 15 players in their squad that have actually won the Champions League. Most of them have won 4 times. Most of them have won 4 times. Some won 3 times. Some even 2 times. I mean, this side is too good. We've watched Real Madrid this season. You cannot outrightly say this is how they play. I mean, you can't actually pinpoint their pattern of play. Sometimes you see them trying to come into the game, trying to control the game. Sometimes they let you play your game and they hit you on a counter. We look at this team, is a bit of combination of youths and, of course, experience. You look at the whole stuff. I mean, Real Madrid, they've been so good this season, both in the league, both in the Champions League. There is a reason why we're talking about Real Madrid tonight, is because of how good they've actually been, and that is why they are here today.
Yeah, that game will be at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, Liverpool versus Real Madrid right there in Paris, in France. Of course, you can go out there in all viewing centers to see that game. What a cracker is going to be between these two sides that are out to make history and out to their trophy cabinets. I mean, what a game we have in our hand. Jurgen Klopp, what a blessing has been to this Liverpool side. Seems to always bring out the best in his players and all that. He has given them so much confidence. They have won this trophy together before. It will be their second time of winning it together. I mean, with Jurgen Klopp and with this squad as well. I mean, what do you think he contributes to this Liverpool side?
I mean, the current team, his team, except Henderson and maybe a few other guys in this Liverpool side, every other single player who plays for Liverpool currently are either promoted by him or brought to the team by him. This is, of course, his squad. And when you see them play, they play the Jurgen Klopp football. I mean, we watch him at Dortmund. We saw the kind of football he plays. And watching Liverpool, they seem to have even gotten it better. They play that football better. You watch them play, they are always looking dangerous. Yes, they can be shaky here and there on the back, especially when they go all out to attack. But we've seen them having one of the best goalkeepers in the world, in Alisson. And sometimes you see him pulling up these amazing saves, to keep his team in the game. I mean, Jurgen Klopp has done a wonderful job, putting Liverpool together over the years. It's been 6 years at the Rem, and they've won every title available to be won. I mean, winning this title tonight will be like the icing on the cake for them. It's the title they've actually won together before. I mean, they'll be coming all out to see, give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah. You can say the same for this Real Madrid side as well. Carlo Ancelotti, a coach that have won all the top 5 leagues in Europe. And as well, he's going for his first Champions League tonight with this Real Madrid side. He had won it with them before, winning the 10th title that have eluded them for a very long time before he came in. He won them that one. Of course, also plus the 2 he won with AC Milan. So it will be the 4th time if he wins today. I mean, with this squad also that are very experienced, also combined with the young players that have come up the ranks and played so well under him. What do you say about this coach, Carlo Ancelotti?
Well, I mean, his quality is never in doubt. We're talking about one of the best coaches in the whole world. I mean, you don't talk about best coaches in Europe without mentioning Carlo Ancelotti. What he has done...
Do you think he's the best?
I can't say he's the best, but he's one of the best. I mean, he has, won the top 5 European leagues. Nobody has ever done that before. He has already 3 Champions League in his belt, and is looking to add another 4th.
And if he does that, he will be the first coach to win 4 Champions League titles.
I think then I can call him the best. I mean, there's a lot of good coaches in Europe. You can talk about Pep Guardiola, you can talk about Jurgen Klopp, you can talk about Jose Mourinho. I mean, these coaches have actually, done a whole lot for football. They've won important trophies for football as well, as far as European football is concerned. Carlo Ancelotti's name will always be there, even if he retires after this season. His name will always be talked about, because what he has done, it will take a whole lot for anybody to actually achieve what he has done so far. And looking at the Real Madrid side, the way he has been able to put them together after Zinedine Zidane left, I mean, towards the beginning of the season, we felt Real Madrid were in shambles because they started off not too well, but we've seen them going on, to play good football, winning the leagues, and of course here at the Champions League finals. It's something amazing to see, and Real Madrid with Carlo Ancelotti, they have all it takes to win the Champions League tonight. Liverpool might be the favourite just with a little margin, but Real Madrid with Carlo Ancelotti, they have all it takes to take tonight. And if they do, I won't be surprised. If they win tonight, I will not be surprised, because they have all it takes, as well as Liverpool.
Yeah, so we are going to be predicting the outcome of that game between these two sides. I mean, we can go on and talk about the qualities of these sides. I mean, both of them deserve to be where they are, and at the end of the day, we deserve to be the champion of Europe once again. I mean, but who do you think we win it today? A lot of people have favoured Liverpool, considering the way they have performed this season. They seem to be the better side on paper, with the way they have played so well under this coach and all that. But Real Madrid have also proved that they can grind out results even when they have not played so well. I think they like being the underdog in games, and of course pulling off the surprise of coming to hurt their opponent. How do you think it's going to end up today in today's fixtures, Harris?
Well, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, for a very long time, I mean, this is the first time I'm coming into a fixture, and I'm finding it difficult to make a prediction. These are two good sides. I mean, this is the Champions League final. Madrid knows all about it, as well as Liverpool. I mean, it's going to be a tough one to call, but I think it's going to be a Liverpool's night. with just a little margin. Liverpool is winning tonight with 1-0. One. 1-0 against Real Madrid.
That's Harrison's prediction. 1-0 win for Liverpool against Real Madrid. Of course, we are going to be finding out who is going to be the European champion. We have seen Roma win the UEFA Europa Conference League. Eintracht Frankfurt have won the Europa League. Today, between Liverpool and Real Madrid, we are going to be having a winner of the UEFA Champions League, the biggest club football in the world. Of course, we can't wait to see that game as 8 p.m. Nigerian time is going to be kicking off between these two wonderful sides. This is Sports on EzeSportsTV. I remain Kester. Harrison always doing this with me, with Rav behind the cameras. Harrison, thank you for always being here with me.
Thank you so much, Kester.
Go out there and enjoy this game. Of course, we'll be right back on Wednesday to analyze how it to end up today, in today's fixture. Continue following EzeSportsTV. Bye bye now.